let's talk about scarcity. And I don't mean people who live with very little, who struggle to put food on the table or a roof over their family's head. I'm talking about people like you and me who have it all, but for some reason live in this constant fear of it running out, in constant fear of lacking something. And this is called a scarcity mentality or a scarcity mindset, and I cannot begin to tell you how damaging it can be. Well, I clearly can, since I'm making a video about the ways it can ruin your life. But, you get the picture. Today's video is about how a scarcity mindset can truly ruin your life, but also I will let you know how you can make that very important shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. And if you stick with me to the end, I think you will find that my last tip is by far the most important, but is also extremely simple to achieve. And I guess the best way to describe a scarcity mentality is when people see life as this finite pie, that if one person takes a big piece, that leaves less for everyone else. Yet sharing actual pies or pizzas or whatever you eat with a person with a scarcity mindset can be an extreme sport on its own. But first things first, how do you know if this even applies to you? It's quite simple actually. It's all about focusing on what you don't have rather than what you do have. If you find yourself thinking or saying things like, I didn't get enough sleep, if only I had more money or more time, stuff like that. If you're lonely, you focus on the lack of friends. If you're hungry, you focus on the lack of food. If you're lacking intimacy in a relationship, you focus on the moments of distance. Does any of it sound familiar? We fixate on not having the perfect body, on not being smart enough or talented enough. And if we're talking about our professional lives, scarcity mindset is something workers have been deeply conditioned with. Promotions and raises are scarce, resources are limited, information gets hoarded. That's why people with an abundance mentality do so much better than the rest of us. The scarcity mindset affects pretty much everything in your life. Your relationships, your decisions, what and how you eat, even your overall mood and health, because it makes you have this tunnel vision where all you can see is how you never have enough of anything. Studies show it can actually diminish our cognitive abilities, drain our willpower and even lower our IQ scores. How crazy is that? It also makes impulse control harder because we are so obsessed with what we're missing here and now that we seek immediate gratification. We want to fill our needs now, not weeks or months or years later. In fact, the thought of waiting only amplifies our fears of never getting whatever it is we want. It also makes us make really bad decisions. If everyone around us has the latest gadget or a new trendy piece of clothing, our scarcity mindset is going to make us focus on the fact that we don't have any of that. So as soon as we get the chance to buy it, we will. Even if we know that 6 months from now, we can get it cheaper and save money. Even if we do not have that money to splurge, because this scarcity mentality tricks us into thinking that everything is limited. And that also makes us very bad sharers, because if it's going to run out, we don't really want to share it, do we? It also often makes interactions with people become a competition rather than a collaboration, because it feels like we're fighting them for everything. Other people's attention, love, resources, food, whatever it is. But here's the thing, usually there isn't a scarcity of resources, it is all in our head. And this mindset often prevents us from even thinking of ways to create more of whatever it is we're after, so there can be enough for everyone. And this is actually tragic because it stops us from experiencing the happiness of sharing. And not only are we afraid to share what we have with others, we are also scared of giving up what we have for new opportunities, so we don't take any risks. And I cannot begin to tell you how much it causes us to miss out on everything, really. If we don't take risks, we don't seek new opportunities. If we don't get out of our comfort zone for fear of what we'll have to give up, we're stuck. No growth, no improvement, no learning, no living, really. So I guess it's no surprise that when we focus on what we lack, we feel worse about ourselves. Because if we can never have enough, we can never be enough. But what can we do to change our scarcity mindset? What can we change in ourselves to take us from focusing on what we don't have to all the abundance that surrounds us? Well, first, we need to change the way we think and talk. Easy peasy, right? I mean it though. Catch yourself in the moments you're about to think or say something that focuses on the lack and change your script. Find yourself some abundance mantras, if you will. From there isn't enough time, say there is more than enough time. From I didn't get enough sleep, say I did get enough sleep and I am feeling well rested. From I don't have enough money, change to I have more than enough money, and there is so much more money where this came from. Also, do gratitude checkups. Take moments in your day, like when you wake up, for example, to focus on what you do have. List it all if you want, in both your personal and your professional life. Get a gratitude journal so you can write down 5 things you are truly grateful for every day. Then extend that list to 10 and so on. I think you'll find you have so much more to be grateful for than you initially thought. And of course, and this is crucial, surround yourself with positive people. People who have an abundance mindset, because there is no way you can make this very important change in your life if you continue to surround yourself with people who only highlight the lack and the wrong. On the other hand, if the people around you only focus on the good, on the abundance, it will rub off on you and make your task that much easier. Because there is no way you can see lack and fear when everyone else is seeing riches and happiness. Now, I am not saying it will be easy or that it will be quick. I am saying it will be worth it and that it will change your life dramatically. Can you imagine a life without fear, a life without needless worry?